This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Luca Celebre. This is Digital Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. And let's start on the ice because the Leafs are back in action hosting the Flyers. Toronto had a chance to grab the Atlantic Division lead Saturday. Their loss in Nashville, paired with Florida's victory over Pittsburgh, has them back to 2 points out of first place in the division. And that Nashville loss had the normally mild-mannered John Tavares saying, quote, "We should be pissed off." Yeah, I'd be pissed off too, because if you don't win the division, you gotta play Tampa again, which is just a horrible matchup. Or is it? For starters, the last 10 winners of the Atlantic have actually had limited success in the playoffs. Aside from last year's Panthers, only one other division champ has won more than a single playoff series. And nearly half the time, the top seed got knocked out in the first round. But let's go back to where I started. And that's a potential matchup with Tampa. Where the standings are right now, the winner of the Atlantic will take on Ottawa, which actually wouldn't be great for the Leafs because they've lost 5 in a row to the Sens going back to last year. And more importantly, all 3 of this year's matchups. But if they finish second or third and get the Lightning, that actually might not be so bad. They're undefeated against Tampa this year. But even with the 2 seed not looking as bad as it has in years before, the Leafs still need to keep their foot on the gas and push for that division title. And if not, at least fight for home ice against Tampa in round 1. Those in the Leafs region can watch the Leafs and Flyers tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern. Time for my favorite segment, and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
And sometimes we throw around terms like goal of the season loosely. But I assure you, this is not one of those times.
El que marca pasivo tiene que acabar rápido la jugada Antonella. Uy, qué sombrero Antonella. Y otro sombrero Antonella. ¡Qué golazo, Dios santo! ¡Qué golazo, Antonella Romolero! ¡Golazo de Pío!
We told you, one of the best goals you'll see. 1 over the head, 2 over the head, back, smash into the net. What a goal. Time now for Upset Moments presented by Under Armour. And yesterday when talking about the men's tourney, we were left yearning for more upsets. Well, we're seeing more of the same in the women's bracket, where yesterday we saw every top seed move on, not a single upset. So with no upsets, let's focus on the news. And we got some massive news overnight. USC megastar JuJu Watkins suffered a torn ACL in her right knee in yesterday's win over Mississippi State. She'll miss the rest of the tourney, and it'll be a while before we see her on the court again. While this definitely hurts USC's chances of winning the tourney, which was seriously in play, as Watkins was arguably the best player in college basketball this season. She was putting up close to 24-7 and filling out the stat sheet with stocks as well. Luckily for Watkins though, she isn't eligible to enter the WNBA until after her senior season, which is 2 years from now. So she'll have plenty of time to recover and play in the tournament again before likely going first overall. It's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's time to hit you with some anytime goal scorer action on FanDuel. Now sometimes you just can't overthink these, and that's the case today as we're going with Austin Matthews to bury against Philly at -105. Philly's been atrocious all season, but especially as of late. Over the last 10 games, they're a league worst 1-9 and giving up 4.09 goals per game. That's 3rd worst in the NHL in that span. Now here's where things get interesting. The penalty kill, also been bad in that stretch, 25th in all of hockey. And the Leafs power play in that same stretch is scoring 42.9% of the time. Best in the league by far. And in 2 games so far against Philly this season, Matthews has looked great with a goal and 3 assists. Just a reminder, those of you in the Leafs region can watch that game tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern. Alright, let's finish in the CEBL because this is a pretty cool story. May 23rd at IGA Stadium in Montreal, the Montreal Alliance will host the Ottawa Blackjacks in the first ever 5-on-5 professional outdoor game in Canada. A game you can, of course, watch on TSN. Now, basketball in an open-air stadium is pretty amazing, but it got us thinking, where would be the coolest place to play an outdoor game of basketball? So here's our show's staff's top 5 list. I've not seen the list yet, but you can bet I'm gonna give my thoughts throughout. Number 5, the top of Machu Picchu. I don't know what the elevation is up there, but that can't be good for your health if playing in Denver isn't, and that's like not that high above sea level. Number 4, the Egyptian Pyramid. Where are we playing? In front of it? On top of it? The desert? Also extremely hot. I think this is just health and safety violations everywhere. Number 3, Banff, Alberta. I'm into this one. Lake Louise is the backdrop. You build a court there, the summer is beautiful weather, love it. And honestly, if you needed any more evidence, just check out the background of this ODR video. Unreal. Number 2, the Taj Mahal. Okay, this would be sick. This would be unreal. I want to see like mock-ups of this now, of like what this would actually look like. And at number 1, the Colosseum in Rome. This one, I mean, gladiators fought there. Why can't we have a basketball game there either? The stands need some work, for sure, undoubtedly. If you've been to the Colosseum, you know that, but we can make it happen, right? We can do it. LeBron versus Steph, or like USA Canada Olympic game there, elite. Honestly, big submission has to be Petra and Jordan because that would be spectacular. I mean, it's not one that you've missed and it's also been done before, so it's tough, but like anytime you see a basketball court on like a big naval ship or something like that, it always just looks really cool, so I'm kind of into that. Why not just give it like a classic, famous kind of street ball court and you just have an NBA game there? That's all for today. We'll see you back here at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific tomorrow. Have a great day.